Everyone, welcome for another session of Kip's course highlights. You are here with myself, Amy Conine. I am a teacher here at Keystone, and of course, Mr. Kip himself. We're hanging out. It's getting a little nicer here. The sun's shining, things like that. So today, in our highlight, I wanted to show you one of our amazing electives. So if you're interested in the food industry, you're not necessarily maybe into the cooking part or the food prep part. I wanted to show you that we do offer a course about restaurant management. So you can kind of work on the business side, the managing piece, ordering, marketing, things like that. You can be part of the restaurant business without actually having to be like a chef or a waiter or anything like that. So I want to go ahead and share what I have for you today. As we're talking about it, if you have questions, comment on it or reach out to somebody at Keystone. If you could, you could like, you can share. Obviously, I would appreciate that. We try to highlight courses that we think are interesting and maybe that would, pique the interest of some kiddos that we have or maybe some future students. So restaurant management, the whole objective is, I think it's straight in the title. The whole objective is to expose you to what it would be like to manage a restaurant, give you the opportunity to see what managing a kitchen would be like, managing your wait staff, go over food safety regulations, marketing, what scheduling looks like, because scheduling is a little harder than people think it is. So throughout the course, you have these different units. You're gonna go over, what you need to know in general for restaurant management, how restaurants work. And then, you're gonna review food and workplace safety. It's not just providing a safe workspace for your employees, but the way we store food and prep food also keeps your customers safe because they're the ones who are coming to your restaurant and, wanting a great meal. They don't want to leave, being sick or being exposed to something that necessarily they wouldn't want to be exposed to. Understanding recipes and equipment, managing the staff itself, um, interacting with people professionally. I feel like that's something that really needs to be talked about nowadays, now that we're in the text and email era, with it's, we have TikTok and Snapchat and things like that. We're using different types of grammar and ways of communication. It's about when you're managing a business like that, it's about being professional at all times, because you are the face of that business. So um, if you are acting unprofessionally or you're treating people badly, like it's going to not just reflect bad on you, but it's going to reflect bad on your business. Different marketing, and then building a career in that industry. So you're going to be exposed to a couple different things or a few different units here. So we're gonna go into the course itself. I always like to show you what that looks like. So give me just a second and I'll show that to you. Um, so whenever you are enrolled in a Keystone course, you always have your landing page. It looks like this where you have your announcements, any updates or your class content, things like that. But I wanted to show you one of the activities that you have in here. So I'm going to scroll down here. We have the different units that we just talked about. I want to take a look at one of the labs. So in this particular lab, we have part one, and this is a TED Talk. I'm going to show you what that looks like in a second. You have these questions you're going to answer in that lab. So when you click on the link, it takes you to this TED Talk, which I think is really cool. TED Talks are usually pretty interesting. They're over a bunch of different topics. I always like using TED Talks in my class. So the next part of the lab is the language of food. So that's another link we would click on, and you can actually listen to the article, which I think is pretty cool. So if you're like me, I'm one of those readers that I either have to read out loud to myself, or when I'm watching TV, I have the closed captions on because I process a little differently. So having an article read while I'm reading it, it's immensely helpful. So I don't know if you're like that. I'm like that. And I think this is awesome that you can have the words transcript, but you also have the audio. I think that's awesome. But it goes through the different pieces and parts so you can answer the questions. And then back in the list, you have the place you can submit it. So you can go through the activity, you go through the questions, you submit it. You're looking at, different types of activities within the unit. So you might have a bunch of different, other types of activities that you would do. I thought that was pretty interesting because I really like TED Talks, and I thought it was nice that there's this audio portion for the article that you would be reviewing. So for this particular course, if it was something that you were interested in, or somebody who would be interested in it, give us a call or check out our website. We have the course catalog on there. There's always somebody here at Keystone that's willing to help and answer questions. So if you are currently enrolled, please reach out to either guidance or one of the student success advisors. They can absolutely answer your questions when it comes to, what electives we offer and what you can enroll in. We're always, wanting to make sure that we're serving our students. But I really appreciate you joining us today. I hope the presentation didn't make you too hungry. I know that's kind of corny. But I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, like, share, comment, and reach out if you have any questions. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for joining.